Good morning YouTubes, and how are you on this very cold November day in Kent? It's about 3 degrees according to the thermometer in my house, the outside thermometer, inside the house, if that makes sense, when I left today. I'm not far from my house, and the reason for this quick video, and it's going to be a quick video, is because I have invested, look at this, in a GoPro Hero 12 Black Edition. And I've stuck it on the... oh, the screen's gone off. Why has the screen gone off? I've probably got it set. Oh, it's recording now, look at that. I'm just going to adjust it a little bit. What do we reckon? Down a bit, up a bit, left a bit. Let's give that a go. Alright, let's pause that, or stop that. Yeah, the reason is, I've invested in a better quality camera. Well, it's the latest camera you can buy. Good old Black Friday sales. Now, if the audio is slightly different on this video, it's because I was playing around with my mic, and I've relocated it slightly to a different position inside the helmet, because I've got a GoPro media mod for this thing, which is a cage that goes around the GoPro, which means you can plug a microphone in. And I've ordered a microphone which should be arriving today. The media mod won't get here till early next week, but I wanted just to test the camera and see what the quality's like, and I'll put a couple of clips of this camera in amongst the video. I mean, as you know, I record and then post as is. I don't edit, I don't put it onto a laptop or any of that stuff. I literally, it is, oh Olins, you failed me, that was a bump. I literally, hashtag not really Olins, I just stick it on the SD card, plug the SD card into my phone, and I upload it. I do use an app, I think it's called Quick Cut, and that's only just to splice the videos together, because previously, if you've watched any of my old videos, some of them were in more than one part, because the camera only recorded in like 15-minute segments or something like that, which apparently is a standard feature to stop you losing all of your footage should you have an issue with the card or whatever. So that's all I do. I literally just drag them and on my phone again, which is a what is it, Samsung S23 Ultra? Yeah, whatever it is. I put Kalimoto in, but it's not centric. Oh, stupid bloody thing. I think it's because I've got the gloves on in this case. Let me just pull over and sort that out. And I'll set the other camera recording as well in a moment. But it is, yeah, it is cold today. As you can see, I do have my heated gloves on. There we go, that's better. Now, Kalimoto, I don't know if it's going to record this right, because it said new ride on the screen there, new ride. And when you press new ride, it just asks you if you want to do the old subscription thing, and I don't at the moment, because I'm still in two minds about Kali. I really like it, don't get me wrong, but there are times when it has let me down. So I have been trying with a couple of apps to see if they work. I mean, for example, now that's not following me. Look, I'm riding straight off the map. Right. No idea why, but yeah, if you press new ride, it asks you for money, and I'm not paying for it at the moment. I know they've probably got a feature. I think Black Friday was like 30 quid, but I'm not paying 30 quid for an app which I don't really, I do rate it, but I don't rate it, if that makes sense. Right, let's see if we can start this recording. I think it's powered off. Let's get around these bends, because it is bloody slippery today. It is spitting, and I keep thinking it's going to try and rain. If it rains, it might even try and snow or sleet. Come on, camera, what are you doing? It's not easy with gloves on. I think I'm going to have to pull over and have a look at this. Let's get to a straight, so I'm not going to be anybody's way. Let's see what's going on. That's muddy and shitty there. busy road, but you never know. Right. Camera, what are you doing? Ah, okay. Ah, recorded. I guess I just wasn't pressing it hard enough. Right, let's give that a go. And I'll splice that footage together. And we'll see what it looks like. I will stop at some point and I'll move the camera. I'll swap it around to a forward view. I've got a proper little GoPro handlebar clamp, which is really good. I know the GoPro stuff is expensive, but you know what, it works. You can buy the cheap kits off of eBay, and they're not bad, to be fair. You do get lots of additional mounts, but the GoPro stuff just seems to be better made, as you would expect, because I think this handlebar clamp was about 30 quid, something like that. But again, it's worth it. Well, I say it's worth it. You know, that's a matter of opinion. But I had my heated kit on today. I used to ride all year round for work. I used to do sort of, I don't know, 18,000 miles a year in all weathers at all times of the day. So I have got a lot of experience of cold weather and wet weather riding, you know, every day in the winter, 5 days a week. You know, sometimes 500-600 miles a week, sometimes 400 miles in a day, depending on what the day was. And you can't beat, I know it's expensive, and I know a lot of people are probably going to go, oh, it's not worth it, you can layer up, but heated clothing is the only surefire way of keeping warm in the winter. I know people will disagree with that because it is expensive, you know, it's hundreds of pounds, but right now I've got a nice heated jacket and heated gloves on. I haven't got the trousers on. I have got a pair of heated trousers. I've got heated insoles as well. I just have my hood, my ever trusty hood jeans, which have got a full length Kevlar, Aramid, whatever the material is. They've got a full length lining, which does work as quite a good wind blocker, if I'm honest. In the summer they can get quite toasty. Really, I should have dug out a textile suit today for the windproof, because all I've got is my held jacket, you can see that, which is supposed to be waterproof. When I say waterproof, it is showerproof. I don't know, the water does soak into the jacket, and obviously the sort of khaki colour goes dark as it soaks in. But I've not really ridden in any proper rain, so I can't tell you. This is a shit junction. I can't tell you if it is actually waterproof. I would say it's not. And we all know that jackets have got big holes. They've got one where your head goes, they've got one where your waist goes, and they've got one on each arm. And you will get water in no matter what. When I was riding, I used to wear sort of 2-3 I used to take 2 or 3 pairs of gloves with me. Why is that glass switched off? Probably got dodgy connection, or I've not plugged it in properly. Yeah, 2 or 3 pairs of gloves would be on a long day if it was pissing down. Just so I could change gloves and try and, you know, keep the bits that do the controls a bit warmer. But heated clothing and a good textile suit really is the way to go. Oh, we've got another bike coming. It's a little bike as well. Or is it? Oh no, it's not, it's a Triumph. Sort of a Thruxton or something. He gave me a nod. Yeah, good on him. Because it is bloody cold and they've put salt down on the roads. So it's nice to see stuff being used. But yeah, out onto Romney Marsh. There's quite a lot of wind noise, so I don't know. I've got one of these dead cats over the microphone now. And the new mic I've got comes as a kit. But all these mics come with like 6 foot of cable. You have to try and wrap it up and put it somewhere. So I might get my soldering iron out and see if I can shorten the cable. But that sounds like a recipe for disaster. It does come with a little link cable, so I might practice on that first. I'll cut that up and rejoin that and test continuity again. If anyone says that's a bad idea, just chuck us a comment below. Did I go this way before? Unsuitable for heavy goods. Don't think I have. Oh, this is tiny. This is a proper RS road. Oh, lovely. Yeah, this is nice. I like these little tracks. There's a farm gate on this corner. I'm just going to pull over here. And I'm going to swap my GoPro round to the other view. So, the next shot you'll hopefully see is this facing the other way. See you in a sec. Welcome back, YouTubes. Camera facing the other way. And it is sort of fairly wobbly, so let's see what the I'll give it a wobble. I'll try and include, I'll tell you, let's press record, that would help, wouldn't it? Alright, let's give that a wobble. You can see how much I'm wobbling that now. I will try and splice this clip in and see how wobbly it is. Alright, let's give that a wobble. See how much I'm wobbling that now. I will try and splice this clip in and see how wobbly it is. Alright, I don't know if that's going to be really wobbly or not. Right, let's press record. Let's give it a go. But yeah, back to winter riding. It really is, I'm afraid, a case of buying decent kit. We've all got cold and wet before, and you will get cold and wet. There's no denying that. I mean, when it's 0 degrees and you're on the motorway doing 70 miles an hour, that wind chill is gonna get you. But decent kit and heated kit is the way forwards. You can layer up as much as you want, and I know there might be people that comment saying, "I'll just wear loads of layers, it worked for me in the 80s and the 90s and 2000s or whatever." And I've been there and I've done it. I'm speaking from experience here. I'm not someone that's just jumped on a bike and done a couple of miles one winter's day. I'm talking about being out on a bike for 12, 15 hours a day in the winter. When once you're cold, and heated kit is the answer, but at a cost, admittedly. If you're only going out for an hour a day just to blow the cobwebs away, then you'd probably get away without it. But I'm only going to go out for, this is just a quick camera test, so I'm not going to be out for very long at all. It's a nice little route, this. Look at this. Oh, bramble. I'm trying to think if I've been down here before, and I'm sure I must have done. I've ridden all these little lanes near where I live. Oh, there's some dark clouds over there. A quick shout out to a viewer, Motti. I might call him Mad Motti, because he's watched every single episode of RSing About, even the ones with the awful audio, and they were awful, the early ones where I was practicing with different cameras and different mics, because again, this is just a bit of fun for me. So yeah, cheers, that's much appreciated. So what started off as me leaving a legacy, for future generations to see what I got up to, has ended up in me actually having a bit of fun with this, because people do view it and people do comment and like. Speaking of which, I've got like 60 something subscribers now, which is absolutely bizarre. That doesn't sound a lot, but you know what, I'm quite chuffed about that. The funny thing is though, some of the videos, I've got a couple of videos, recent ones, that have got nearly 500 views. So you sort of think, well, 500 views but only 60 subscribers, so I'm guessing most people thought they were a bit shy. Oh, where am I now? Right. Okay. I have no idea where I am. Oh, New Church Road, I know where that is. But let's bin that off. And let's go for TomTom Go Ride. Let's swap to that. Save routes. Start free riding. Yeah, do you know what? That don't look too bad, does it? Let's give that a go. See, that's more like it. I I've got the speed limit of the road, I've got my speed, I've got a nice view of the road. But the only thing, I think I've mentioned it before, the only thing I have an issue with this is the definition between the route you're on and the map isn't fantastic. It could do with being a bit better, could do with being just better definition between the two. Where am I? Oh no, I am now. Yeah, this, I could do a loop on the way back home, that's sorted. Yes. So yeah, if you're one of the hundreds, unbelievably, of people that watch the videos, if you do enjoy them, if you can give me a like and a subscribe. I know that sounds really corny, I hate saying that, because everyone says that. Hey, like and subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'm not too worried about all of that, but it's just nice to know that people are watching this and they're enjoying it. Oh no, I'm going to get stuck behind the fucking bus. Oh, I wonder if he'll pull over for me. I bet he won't. Bus wankers. I might have to go for a mega overtake here. I know the road does open out just up here. Will he see me coming if I chuck an indicator on? Will he cut the corner? Let's go for it. Power! And we're through, look at that. Just in time for the S-bends, which I will be very gingerly taking today. Look at that, overtake. Power! Oh, thing of beauty 250RS. Oh, I love this bike. You can see why they've got a little cult following and why people love the old small bikes, big adventures ethos, because they're just such a laugh. You have to think about everything. On my multi-stride, you just twist the throttle, it doesn't really matter where, you know, if you need a gap to overtake, as long as it's you know, a few car lengths, you can just squeeze the throttle and you're past. But on something like this, it's back to being a teenager again, thinking ahead. A couple of guys commented about dispatch riding these back in the day, and the dispatchers killed tons and tons of RS's, thrashing the absolute knackers off of them. And they used to do the cams in their heads, because the cams run directly in their heads, which is supported by oil, which doesn't work particularly well, especially because they don't actually run an oil filter. Honda, you know, you go back in the 80s and they were like, Honda quality was a byword, you know, like the old car door, sounds like a Golf, all that sort of stuff. And they built this superb little engine, and they didn't put an oil filter in it, they put a gauze filter. Honda, why did you do that? I'm sure you could retrofit a filter, but you need to try and plumb into where that's going to go. And I'm not sure where the oil-ways are, and the aggravation of doing that, it's not really worth it. So you have to take the clutch cover off and pull the gauze strainer out and just give it a blow through and a quick clean. But it's not even that thick a gauge of top pot lane. What the hell's that go? There you go. Should we give this a go? No, I definitely have never been down here. I don't actually think this goes anywhere looking at the map. I think this just goes to a farm. Let's have a look. Next to the canal. Don't want to be going in there. Oh, I thought it might go the length of the track, but it doesn't. Nah. Right. Let's leave this to another day, shall we? Oh no, the bus! Oh, you twat. I got that wrong, didn't I? Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up at the bridge just up here, and I'll conclude this video. And then, as I say, I'll splice in some snippets of the new GoPro, and you should be able to see what the quality is like, because the one that I record with at the moment is a Hero 3 Plus Black Edition. I don't know what Black Edition means, absolutely no bloody idea. With a very cheap mic. I think the mic was about £6 off of eBay or Amazon, with a dead cat stuck over the top of it. So let's stop that. There we go, that's that stopped. And I'll splice in some of this footage, and then next week I'll have a new case for it and a new microphone, which I'm going to put into my helmet and see what it's like. I don't want to lose the not the feeling of speed, but the feeling of sort of reality. I don't want it to be too slowed down and too steady. I quite like this jerking about a little bit, so I'm sure there is a setting that you can do that. I mean, there are lots of fancy settings on it, 99% of which I won't use. But yeah, if you got this far in the video, thank you very much. Again, cheers Motty, you lunatic. So, very short, dull video, and it's cold. It's 3 degrees. It's chilly. Although I am fairly toasty apart from my legs. My legs are cold. So I'm going to scoot home, jump in front of the log burner with a cup of tea and a few bickies, and then put these videos together and chuck them online. So enjoy, everybody. Stay safe, ride safe, enjoy your riding. If you're not riding, enjoy your YouTube stuff. And I will see you soon on the next adventure of RSing about. Take care. It's just occurred to me that the footage you might see today from the 12, it's probably not going to be in 4K. It's got it set to 4K 16:9, 60 frames a second. Does that say? Oh, I can't, I've got my glasses on. And SV, which is that SV? Super View? Yeah, I think it's one of the settings. But it's not going to be in the proper quality that you will see when I swap to this camera full time, because it's going to, I guess, do everything to this camera's spec, which is 1080, I guess. It's an old camera, it's 10 years old, whatever it is. So the footage for this won't be the same quality as it will be, but it'll be interesting to see what it's like when it's downscaled to 1080. But yeah, we'll find out soon. But anyway, enjoy. See you later, YouTubes. Carry on with the rest of the video if you're still here. Thank you. Bye. It's cold, 3 degrees, warm hands, warm body, both on medium settings just out of interest, but legs are, yeah, a bit chilly. Knees are getting cold, toes are getting cold, even though I've got some thermal socks on. The joys of riding in winter. The joys of riding in winter. And you know what, I love this, so yeah, why not? See you in a bit.